Well, very good evening. We are back, more or less where we left last time. This time we're going to be trying a new mode, a portrait mode. Well, not a new mode. We already tried the portrait mode, but we're trying it with another program to see if it has the same issues on the overload that's probably causing it to crash often. We're gonna give it a try at this program for a short while, at least an hour, hopefully, or so, and then we will try some landscape mode to see if it holds the same or if it has any other setback. I have also reduced the amount of processes being executed by the host operating system, and that's probably going to lead to a much faster gameplay also. Well, then now going back to where we were, this adventure takes us to Ivor, who, after visiting a nearby oracle and receiving information on a hidden treasure in these lands, decided to go back to the Rampart Forest, where he found two that are going to be his ally now, Daramid and Rylan, and these two allies are going to follow Ivor to find that hidden treasure. They set sail from the town, from the castle, and now they're trying to decide where they should go. Where should their exploration take them? Should they go south, following the road, or should they adventure toward the woods northeast? Now let's take them south by the road. Rylan is leading the march. So after a day's walk, they note a nearby building that leads to a cave. Out of the possible options they have, they decide to venture forward. They decide to venture forward towards this building where this cave lies. But as they move along, they find themselves being attacked by a horde of skeletons guarding the building. This army clearly outmatches our allies, but Rylan decides to engage while his companions flee. The Dwarven army doesn't go back either, and they decide to engage as well. Maybe a little fast. This is the slowest. Oh, they're there's something bad that I just noticed. The battle actually doesn't fit the screen unless we take it a little bigger, a little farther back. Let's see how that goes. It's far from being an easy battle. Rylan makes the first attack, and they know they are in danger. This is strange. Why isn't it appearing? Ah, I know why. Because, okay. Well, I didn't want to interrupt the battle, but let's do this quickly. This should fix the problem. Or not. Yeah, I don't know why, but I cannot see the bottom of the screen. Your forces suffer a bitter defeat, and Rylan abandons your cause. Because he kind of died there. Or maybe he didn't, but only time will tell. Eivor only managed to see how his companion fell in battle from afar, and Dermot took him back with him as they flew. No, not that way, as they flew back. Yeah, they flew back somehow. Towards the castle again. Having been defeated utterly monstrously by the enemy. On the other side of the world, another group, being led by Sanya the cleric, is doing a very similar task, exploring the whereabouts surrounding the Whitestone Castle. Is it first here? Yeah. So there are many roads nearby this castle, and they are forced to venture onwards the wooden path, the woods path. for they are also searching for the meaning of life and death and a treasure that a learning stone told them they will search for, they will find somewhere in an undisclosed place. Likewise, they encounter a subterranean cave on their travels, and likewise, they meet up with an army guarding it. What they were not counting on, though, was that this army was definitely quite prepared. They were definitely unmatched. Only seeing the enemy missiles flying upon the battlefield and not even knowing where they came from, Iris decided to flee. Likewise, the sacrifice of the armies being led by her allowed the rest of her party to be able to retreat. Yeah, that's what I don't like about small maps. Sometimes find something extremely difficult and the end of the line, so yeah. They decide to run towards the Whitestone Castle. And this screen here, I like it very zoomed in, but the battle doesn't quite agree with that. Going back to where we were, on the other side of the map, Daramid and Ivor finally reached back their home base, the forest, the rampart. Not knowing what to do, Ivor decides to head back to the obelisk to ask for assistance. That will be all for that day. Sanya and the rest of her party also managed to reach back their home castle. And well, they managed to heal Kairos was, as we saw before, somehow wounded in battle after barely being able to run away from the enemy. Still, she's a little damaged and morally destroyed because, well, her whole army was vanquished. Also, with no armies being available and the knowledge of their defeat, well, it's not like there are many brave ones willing to join their cause. Devastated by this destructive defeat, they gather around and plan for what options to take instead of going there again, but with a much more planned and careful attempt. Some time passes and Ivor manages to reach back the rampart town, where he meets Daramid, who was awfully worried for him. After discussing what ideas they could take, Ivor tells Daramid to follow him into the woods, for he has received some guidance. They so take this path and decide to camp in the forest. On the other side of the world, Sanya tells Tyrese to stay back in the castle and rest, for her wounds are still not completely healed. She tells Orin and Edric to follow her, for she wants to explore around the area where they were defeated, trying to find a much better strategic point and avoid such a loss, such a bitter and undisputable defeat once again. After some rest, Ivor tells Daramid that he received from the obelisk an advice. The advice he received was that in order to be able to defeat the enemies blocking the underground passage, they will need a very powerful artifact existing in the nearby lands, but heavily guarded by enemy troops. Though the troops might be dangerous, they both seem to have the resolve to move along and search for this artifact, trying to make Ryland or I don't remember his name, Ryland's dead or disappearance in battle and of their troops not be in vain. They then reach a sawmill. They then reach a sawmill on a town nearby, and the person in charge of the sawmill explains to them how some nearby knolls have been terrorizing the nearby camp, and how they are guarding a secret of their power, and how that might be the artifact that they're looking for. Daramid tells Ivor that because she fears for his life, she will not let him take over such a dangerous mission, and decides to take the lead and go head first into attacking this nearby Gnoll encampment that's been terrorizing the citizens here in the sawmill town. Somewhere near the desert on the shore, they spot these enemies and decides to engage for battle. Daramid's protectors stand right by her master's side. Daramid blesses her protector, and they head right onwards to the battle. Daramid attacks the Gnolls, manages to diminish their forces, but her protector is being attacked on all fronts. the fortune wears out on them. But Darmid attacks. Nevertheless, he can only witness as her trustworthy friend falls in battle yet again. Enraged by this fact, he doesn't fall behind and decides to continue her attack. He is going to take revenge on her friend's death. He will see the last of these gnolls. Alas, he manages to find victory, but at what cost? Coming back to our other group, Sanya manages to find an alternate route to the place they're trying to reach. But as she moves forward, she finds herself and her party being attacked by, coincidentally, another group of gnolls. But this time they're prepared, they're not going to be so easily surprised. And Sanya leads the attack, she moves forward. And she sends her troops to attack the enemy, blocking their path. She also sends her trusty animal companion, the griffins. Animal protectors, was it? I don't remember quite well. What was the relationship with these griffins? Griffins? These gnolls were highly organized, and they were being commanded by a powerful warlord chief, a gnoll marauder. This doesn't deter our heroine from her task. They attack and move forward. Unfortunately, some of the armies fall on the first wave. but they don't fall back, and the griffins cut through the main line. Meanwhile, Sanya also takes the higher ground. And although she seems herself being overwhelmed by the enemy, he still manages to hold the main line. Though she seems to be surrounded by the enemy in a very dangerous position. They lead forward the attack. The griffins have fallen too. And Sanya sees her future in the line. So she decides not to go back. She will confront these no's, even if it is the last thing she does. She sees herself face to face with the Null Marauder and steals some of her armies. So she bravely attacks and manages to make the last of the hits. And Sanya reigns supreme over the Null Marauders and the Nulls they commanded. Albeit with her trustworthy animal companions being badly wounded in battle. Orin and Edric, who have been supporting in this battle, ask now, what shall the plan be? What shall the course of action they should take would be? Sanya explains how she has been deeply wounded and desperately needs to head back to the Whitestone Castle, but not without reaching their goals first. Sanya explains how this alternate path that they were taking was not only to gain intel from their enemies, the ones that they were not able to see before, but moreover to reach a milestone place, a very important lookout point that will provide them with something unexpected, yet of great importance. On a windmill nearby this area lives a very powerful and knowledgeable wizard who not only provides them with some extra resources, the keeper of the mill, but also with a very important secret, something that Sanya wasn't expecting, but something that she is very grateful for. And you will know what it is later on. Darini meets back again with Ivor, and he explains of what it is that happened on that battle against the gnolls that exist in this area. Ivor explains his condolences on the loss of an important person for Darini, her bodyguard. And although the time for grieving might not be just now, they still regret what has happened, and hope that all these deaths are not in vain. Ivor moves forward towards the place, the gnolls' hideout, and seek for what it is that this secret artifact that they were guarding could be or could provide. Ivor detects a magic shrine located. A shrine of magic, a magic shrine artifact. Yes, it is an artifact that it is not movable, but an artifact nonetheless. One with such great magical power that they would be able to conquer over their enemy, to acquire power and prowess that they will easily be able